Joining us, I'm Philip Coleman. Lynn Brooks has the evening off. We begin tonight with developing news from the state legislature. The Alabama House of Representatives has passed an amended version of a Senate bill to end the state employees drop program. Representative John Merrill tells WVUA the House version will now head back to the Senate for their vote. The drop program has allowed Alabama state employees to continue working 5 years past retirement and put their retirement benefits into an interest-bearing account. Some want to end this program to save the state money. Others say it will mean good teachers will leave Alabama. Police sirens, it's the sound that means either help or trouble is on the way. But now the sound of authority is in the hands of the people and available on a cell phone. Reporter WVUA's Bethany Andrews explains how this works and what drivers should watch out for.
There seems to be an app for everything these days, even apps that could be used to commit a crime.
As technology gets more and more sophisticated, we're coming across it more and more. There's all types of apps out there that are creating problems for law enforcement, and this is just one in a line of many.
Tuscaloosa Police Chief Steve Anderson says law enforcement paraphernalia is getting easier to come by. Both the iPhone and Android have apps that look and sound like real police sirens.
I don't like it very much.
You don't like it? Why don't you like it?
Because it freaks me out.
It does?
I don't like police.
And there are hundreds of choices, many of them free of charge. But not everyone agrees on how to use them.
I kind of think it might work in a certain situation, or if you were like a female out by yourself or something, and maybe we're talking to somebody that you didn't like or whatever, and you could just play that in the background.
It's kind of funny. My roommate plays a lot of tricks on me.
Some will have a purpose, but some don't. Yeah, not that one.
Especially a siren, I don't feel like it could be projected loud enough or bright enough for anyone to actually fall for it. And if you did fall for it, you were probably drinking.
If you think that you can't be fooled, think again. This little app has actually worked.
My friend actually scared me like that. He was in the back seat and he had the thing flash up, and yeah, I pulled over and everything and didn't look back. I was like, wow, really? I got really mad.
But authorities say playing a harmless prank like this could have serious consequences.
Potentially be charged with impersonating a police officer, and that's a serious thing, and we take that very serious when we mean jail time and a fine for them.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Bethany Andrews, WVUA News.
And a suspect in Indiana is facing charges of impersonating a public official in connection with the Lights and Sirens app. Alabama State Trooper John Reese tells us that if you have reason to believe you're being pulled over by an impersonator, continue driving the speed limit, call 911 in the city or star HP on state and federal highways. In other news, the food world in Tuscaloosa is at the center of a recall involving hundreds of pounds of meat. Food World is recalling 545 pounds of ground beef from the store located on 4440 East University Boulevard. Officials say it could contain small pieces of metal. Food World says the beef was ground between March 7th and March the 9th. The recall involves fresh ground beef, 75% lean, ground beef chuck, 80% lean, and ground beef round, 85% lean. Officials say that customers can return the product to the store for a full refund. The American Civil Liberties Union has filed lawsuit against the Fayette County Sheriff as of Wednesday. The suit against Sheriff Rodney Ingalls says ACLU lawyers were denied access to meet with inmates in the Fayette County Jail. ACLU of Alabama law fellow Jared Shepard says ACLU attorneys have been hearing complaints from inmates about medical care and other issues, but their access to meet with the inmates again has now been cut off. Students and parents at Buell Elementary School will soon see work begin on new additions to the school. Today, the Tuscaloosa County Board of Education approved a project that will add learning space to the school. Phase 1 of this project will include moving items on school property to allow for the construction of the new building. The project will include a media center, office area, cafeteria, and new classrooms. Superintendent Dr. Frank Costanzo says it's thanks to the 1-cent sales tax increase that this and other projects will now be possible.
Again, the first one is Buell, and the rest of them would be designed, as we go into. First is whether or not we get the bond issue. The bond issue would be approximately $50 million. If the board secures that, then many of those projects could begin, simultaneously. And if not, then that's a whole different situation. They may have to be phased in over a long period of time.
And another addition to this school will be a new indoor activity center for the students to use during rainy weather. Governor Robert Bentley has declared a state of emergency because of the severe weather on Tuesday and Wednesday. Apparent tornadoes touched down in Mobile and Baldwin counties, damaging numerous structures. Along with the wind damage, heavy rains have caused flash flooding from as far north as DeKalb County to Conecuh County in the south. Bentley's office says the damage has been reported in 17 counties as of midday by Wednesday, and the state emergency means that Alabama Emergency Management Agency officials can help communities to assess their damage and seek aid from state and federal authorities.